Hi guys, and welcome back to Pizza Cookhouse. Today's episode, we're going to be utilizing leftovers from previous episodes. One of them being a Denver steak. So today we're going to be making a Denver steak sandwich. So a little lunch meal. It's very simple, very quick, and we'll begin right after this. All right, and we're back. So, what you're going to be needing for this: uh, leftover Denver steak. You're going to be needing some onions, like one small onion, Havarti cheese, some of our famous barbecue sauce, the bourbon barbecue sauce, butter, oil, and I like to use a nice little onion bun that we're going to be toasting up. All right, first to begin, we heat up the pan. And we heat up the pan like this. Get your pan nice and hot. You're going to be adding oil and butter to your pan. And then we're going to get the onions to start caramelizing. So once this is nice and hot, there we go. Put some more in there. Now, get this nice and hot before we put the onions in. And once everything's in, once all the onions are starting to caramelize, we're going to add the meat, the Denver steak. Once everything's nice incorporated, we're going to add the cheese on top of that, and then we're going to build. So our butter and oil are starting to bubble. Let's throw our onions in there. All right, so we're going to let these onions caramelize or cook a little bit. And while we're doing this, we're going to put a little toast on this bun. So I'm going to add a little bit of butter on the inside of it. All right. Let's start this. And we're going to stir up our onions here. Now we're going to add our meat while the pan behind me is warming up. All right. So let this heat up a little bit, mix it all up, get all the onions in there. We're going to grab our bun, we're going to put it on top here, and we're going to add a little crispiness to the inside. Okay. So while your meat is heating up nicely, you don't want to cook it because it's already been cooked. If you cook it too much, it's going to get really hard. So at this point, you add your cheese to the top of this. Cover it with your cheese. Okay. You can add more, you can add less, it all depends. Like I said, what I'm using Havarti. So I'm going to make a nice little pile like this. And I'm going to cover it to help it melt. Meanwhile, I'm going to go here and check on my buns. No, a little bit more, and a little bit more. So it'll be coming along. So we're going to be building pretty soon. One last thing you want to add to this. You can add it into the meat, or you can add it on your sandwich. I prefer adding it to the meat. And what I'm going to be doing is like this here. Get this a little bit hotter so that the cheese melts. And then we're going to add the barbecue sauce. If you haven't tried this barbecue sauce, I strongly recommend that you make it. We have the recipe and how to cook it on our site. and it's one of the best barbecue sauce that you ever will taste. So I will add a little bit of it on top of that, like that. Give it a nice little mix. I know it's a mess, but it's a very tasty mess. So this is how we do this. You know what? A bit more, like that. All right. Now check our buns. That's a nice toast right there. The bottom, nice toast. So turn this off. And what we do, turn this off. Let's move some stuff out of the way. And we will build this sandwich. So, got your bottom. You grab your Denver steak and everything, all the goodies that goes with it. Put that on there. A little fork, spoon here. Put that like that. Oh, let's not forget some of the cheese. Oops. All right, let's get everything in there. Now, put the lid on there. Like this. Put this on the board. Like that. And we will cut it. Right down the middle. And this is a Denver steak sandwich. Hope you guys like the show. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, notification button, and I will see you on the next episode. Thanks for joining.